Hi, Gemini. Welcome to my channel. My name is Edgar Mendez, and today we're going to be focusing on what does your person regret most about you and your connection, all that good stuff. I want to thank you all for being here. Please don't forget to like and comment, and there is an extended to this reading, but I'll remind you at the end, all right? So let's see if this reading really does hit home. There is an extended. Yeah, that's what I should say. Anyway, let's get started. So, Kuan Yin, Saint Germain, and Metatron, can you tell me, what does Gemini's person regret most? No. Sorry, we're not starting off with that. We're gonna start off with their current energy because we're gonna take a little deep dive into their life. So, what's Gemini's person's life like? Oh, I see it quite boring. Mundane is the word. This is interesting. So, when you were in this person's life, you could still be, but when things were hot and heavy between you and this person, and things were kind of exciting and kind of, I don't know what the word is. When there was a lot of potential and a lot of you know when you first meet someone you get those butterflies that feeling, okay, that one, all right. This person got really scared when that happened and they started pulling away really fast because they didn't know how that would change their life. They didn't know where it was going, and this is someone where I feel like their approach to life is to be very cautious. No, it's not strategic per se. But they kind of like control, right? This is someone who likes to make the conscious choice that I am going to like this person. I am going to date this person. I am going to commit myself to this person, kind of thing, right? With you, it was like it was a slippery slope, and they started freaking out as a result of that. So what their current energy is really boring and mundane. And so actually what they wanted, which is funny because they're not happy. Just I hope that makes sense. So I hope you understand where they were going with that. They're saying that this person's life is mundane. It's blase, but it's like what they were actually after. They got what they wanted essentially, and now they're realizing that they're not happy with what they wanted, what they actually desired versus what they thought they wanted. You know, are two different things, and now they're unhappy with their choices in their life. So I see someone whose life is it's the word that they gave me was careful. I know it sounds strange, a word to give, but I think that's just what their approach to life, right? But their life, their energy is and blah, and it's like I'm seeing just those scenes in a movie where it's like like they have like a montage where they check into work, and you know what I mean, and then boom, check into work, boom, it's like this data thing where they're constantly going to work, they go home, they go to work, they go home, they go. It's like that, and it's what they wanted, right? When you first met this person, and it's what they got, and now they're real unhappy. So that's very interesting. What else? What other energies do they have? I do feel because they focus so much on that. I think that that's the bulk of it, but we'll see what's kind of beneath the surface. There are hobbies that they do to keep themselves stimulated. They do work to a certain extent, but it's not the level of excitement that they experienced with you. It was too exciting. It's what it is. It was too exciting. It was too mind blowing. It was too fun. I know it sounds like it's craziness, but because of who they were holding on to, because of how they wanted their life to go, because of their need to control, I feel their emotions really, really crazily. Um, Having something that's too loving and too exciting and too fun and really stimulating, it's not what they were looking for. So yeah, so crazy, but it's like it's not what they were looking for, and now it's like I had that, and I think I want that now. So there is this longing for you, that's here, and the longing for the excitement of your connection, the longing for the stimulation of your connection. And again, you could be in each other's lives, but it really does feel for most of you is that either you're talking very little or you're not at all, because I see someone here who is very much itching for the very thing, right? That your connections can give them, and your connection has only ever given them. They've never, like, all the people that they've ever met, they've never had that. And it feels like overwhelming, mind blowing sensations. That it is what it is. Okay, that's it. They feel things deeply. Um, they're real sensitive as well, so they get really overwhelmed really easily. And at first they were like, I don't like that, but now it's like the opposite is awful. So it's an interesting energy. It's like this is somewhere where it's like I don't think I want that overwhelming feeling, but this boring feeling sucks. So you have someone here who's like not knowing what to do, basically. I do wonder how that's going to factor in, because in the extended, we're going to look at what this person's next move is towards you. So just so you know, but I'm seeing that like this is somewhere where it's like it's too explosive, like the feeling's too much. But to be without, it sucks awfully. So it's equally awful, very crazy. But that's where I see their current energy is. Is there anything else on their current energy that you have? I do see this person munching often as well. I don't know how often they would munch in the past, but they have this urge. Yeah. Oh, because I saw someone going into a convenience store and coming out with chips. That's what I saw. That's what they gave me as Metatron Quantity Saint Germain. They gave me that. But this person going into the convenience store, they're just munching on chips, yum 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 yum, kind of thing. So very interesting. But I see this person eating more of the junk food that So they're looking to spice up their life in some way, and they're using junk food or unhealthy habits to do so. It's not like an addiction, but I see something like it's something that they would have done anyway, but it's gotten worse essentially. So it's something that I think it's food though. I actually think it truly is food is this person's thing. Is there anything else that you would say for their current energy? Okay, Metatron saying no. Let's move forward. So can I get, how does this person feel about Gemini? How does this person currently feel about Gemini? It's a mixed bag. It does depend on the day. Let me see. There are some icky feelings that they have towards you. It has something to do with the explosive, mind blowing sensations that they have when they're around you. It has to do with other icky feelings that are here. I do feel your connection has had some kind of upheaval, some kind of sorry, the manager said abrupt stops, right? Something like that. That makes this person really, 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 really it just leaves kind of that nasty taste in your mouth a little bit, right? So your feelings for you are kind of wrapped up in that. I do feel this person needs to forgive you. It's not completely there. I think for the most part they have pleasant feelings for you, but there is a part of them that doesn't have that. In fact, I think that they're a little bit bitter at stuff. So you have someone here who hasn't, it's like when you hear me say, and I'm sure other people say, forgiveness is your freedom, right? Because it's the truth. This is someone who needs to hear that essentially, because there's a bit of that coming through where it's like they haven't heard that or something, so they haven't worked on it. So this is someone who I don't even think they've realized that there's still a bit of a grudge here towards you. It's not like bad, but it's a little bit there. Let's see. What other feelings do they have when it comes to Gemini? They ruminate and reminisce about the good times you had together. Um, I don't know how. I think that this is still. I feel like for some of you, you've been apart for a while, but it's still here. In terms of when you kind of would go out with other people and you have memories playing out in your mind about better times, even though you're with someone else. They do that often about you. So it's like they're out with people, with friends, family, whoever, right? And they are thinking about the times you spent together or the conversations you had together and the way that they felt when they were around you. So there is this nostalgic energy coming through about experiences you've already had together. Those experiences hit just the right tones as well. And I feel it's something that they really do miss. So they miss you basically as their feelings for you, but they miss it's like specifically tying to memories that they've shared. Let's see, is there anything else on their feelings towards Gemini? You are a unicorn. It is what it is. You one of a kind. It's very clear that they feel like you are a unicorn. You're one of a kind. Um, they've never met anyone quite like you. Your humor, the way you phrase things, the way you say things, the way that you come across, um, it's so different. It's so different, and it's something that they really do admire and cherish about you. This is an interesting energy, but I have to. It came to us. I have to honor it. Um, there is this fear that other people won't like that about you, but it has things to do with like I would be by their side and I won't have any feelings of shame there, right? It's not that. It's like this is someone who feels like you're gonna face opposition from people and they would feel like they have to protect you. And there's fears surrounding themselves or within themselves that feel like they couldn't protect you from that. So then they don't want to kind of it's like there is this fear of failure. No, they feel like this need to protect you because you're so different and they feel like they would fail to protect you. So that's wrapped up there. It's an undercurrent energy, but it's something like I don't think that I could protect them from judgments of others. So I feel like they're better suited with someone else. There's a bit of a lack mindset there, but it has to do with the fact that you're so unique, you're so different, that you're likely to get a lot of people telling you, I don't know, negative comments and stuff like that. And they want to protect you from that, but they feel like they would be inadequate to do so. So it's interesting energy for their feelings for you. Can you tell me now, what does this person regret most? Because that's where our focus of our reading is supposed to be, but it's kind of all in there. Let's see. What does this person regret most when it comes to Gemini? I feel this person pulled away often. I'm seeing someone who Ah, he's not saying that it's this, but he's saying it's like this. They pulled the rug out from under you. I'm seeing this coming through, but it's not. I think it's an energy as well. I see what they're saying. Sorry, they showed me something where like they're right in front of you and they're pulling their energy from you like this. So I think when you were interacting with this person, instead of letting things flow, they kept trying to pull back the actual energy flow. So what happens because everything happens energetically, right? Not everything happens energetically first, but because that was happening energetically, it manifested in your world like this person maybe having you and them having a fight where you separated or something like that because they were consciously pulling away their energy from you. So it manifested in your reality as maybe a fight, maybe upheaval, maybe canceled plans. I know it sounds like it's craziness, but it happens in that way. It's how manifestation works. Energy first, then it manifests into reality, right? But if this person pulled energy first, then it would manifest in reality as well. So this is someone who did this. So their regret is to pull away from you, but in doing so, it manifested in your reality as a fight or something like that. And they kind of regret doing that. Not that they understand that, but that's what I see. But they regret pulling them away from you, kind of isolating themselves and keeping parts of themselves away from you. I feel you would have felt it. Sorry, they're giving me it now. That you would have felt it as like this person had no feelings for you because they were every time water or energy right came off of their feelings for how they felt about you, they grabbed it like hungry hippo, right? And they were just taking it, pulling it back into themselves. So you didn't know this person had feelings for you because they were doing this. Does it make sense? Normally you would just pick it up intuitively and feel it, that sensation, right? That feeling. And, you may not have been as trained before, so it worked when this person was pulling it away. But for the most part, the reason why you couldn't feel their feelings for you is because they were consciously making sure that they pulled their feelings back, pulled that energy back. It's very interesting. That's what they did. So it really would have come across as like feeling very cold. They did feel your feelings for them, though. By the way, they felt it a lot, and they love sitting in it. By the way, it's real clear. By the way, but it's like I'm seeing. Normally you have like these two floods of energy hitting each other and just like kind of mixing this signature, making this signature of energy. But it's like they pulled theirs away, and then all of yours is swimming around them. So they soaked up your feelings for them, and they felt that, and they knew that. But what they were consciously doing was pulling away all of their feelings for you. So they regret doing that. They regret hiding how they felt. I guess that's it, right? But it's interesting how that played out in your actual physical reality. You would have been honestly. It's like I think for the most part you would know if someone had feelings for you or someone liked you or not, right? I think you just know, even you didn't know what the gifts you were using were. However, with this person, you couldn't figure it out, and the reason for this is that was the reason. So that's actually a really big thing, is what they're saying. What else is like their biggest regrets towards Gemini? They were up in their head a lot. I also feel like this person at times charged in and charged out. They kind of just like went in and out kind of thing. I also feel that they were always looking for their way out. This sounds strange, but I have to say it. Like, let's say, um, you were talking to them, and then they're like, "Oh, I gotta go do something," but they didn't really have to do that right away. I know it sounds strange, but it's what I got. So they were constantly looking for a way out. The reason for this is that your feelings for what that they felt from you being in your energy, right? Because that's your feelings are your energy, right? It made their mind explode. It made their heart explode. It made them feel all sorts of things that were kind of overwhelming. And even though they loved that, and they did, right? They love to feel that. They they didn't make the choice to feel that. So this is someone here who was kind of running from your connection well before they physically ran from your connection. So it's interesting. And then they started physically doing it. It's what it feels like to me. I see someone here just outright running. Um, that is a regret of theirs. But it was always looking for a way out, right? Always looking to like, and after doing that so many times, you just get it. You would obviously get it in your head that maybe they don't have feelings for me. Maybe they're not interested in me. Like I don't feel anything from when I'm around them. No, it's because they were hungry hippoing their feelings. That's what they were doing. So you have someone here who knows now what they did, right? And that need for control, right? It's kind of what blew your connection up. Yeah. This need for it. And it's interesting. I feel here as well. It's sorry, their energy came through with it's not all my fault. I think that your oozing of energy, the amount of energy you had, was just mind blowing to them. They just couldn't handle it. So they were it is what it is. But it was just overwhelming sensations. So that's what you got there. Is there anything else on what this person regrets most when it comes to Gemini? I think they lied. Um, I don't know what that means. Maybe they didn't say they have feelings for you. 'Cause I heard feeding you BS. That's what actually what I heard. So I'm not sure what that refers to. I feel like that can mean many, many, many different things. I'm not going to go into it because of how much time I have left. But that it's very clear that they fed you stuff that they shouldn't have. Um, sorry, management says they embellished some areas of their life. Um, they hit others and they outright oh, I see. Um, they didn't outright lie, but they outright hid specific information that would give you one impression versus the actual truth. Does it make sense? So I see someone here who was micromanaging not just their energy, but what they spoke to you, how they spoke to you, how what information they relayed to you. So you have someone here who was like everything that they could have control over in terms of giving you something. So I feel like you would have had a hard time getting to know this person on a deep, profound level because they didn't want you to. Their regrets is to do that. Actually, they didn't let you get to know them. And it's not just like you. It's not just you feeling their feelings, by the way, because I don't think you've ever felt this person actual feelings for you. I don't think you felt it because they just bottle it up inside, literally. And this is like imagine saying it's a literal thing that they're doing. Um, yours are just spreading across the planet like they should. That's love to go everywhere, right? But they bottle theirs. Does that make? I hope that makes sense. Either you get it or you don't. But it's like that. That's what you do. You exude love, right? You're embodying it and you're letting it just flow out, right? Because you have so much. This person literally bottles it though, right? And they never let it flow out. So they are hmm, they're tightly wound up basically. So is there any guidance that you have before I take this over to the extended for Gemini? There is a one, not to take what they're doing personally. Let me see if there's anything that you can do to navigate that issue to do with them. Um, No, management says there isn't. That they have to make the choice. It's it. No, I see. He's saying it's free will. They've made the conscious choice. They make the conscious choice to hold their feelings back, hold that energy back. Only they can be the one to release it. It's a learned behavior, by the way. It's a defense mechanism. They've learned that love is dangerous. They've learned that love can be used against them. I do feel here as well that this person, there's a fear about being found out as well that comes from this. So I honestly want to say this person has been bullied in some way. There's something like this where it's like you are you're holding this all together because of something that's happened. But is there any other guidance that you have for Gemini? Not to take it personally. Forgive. Open yourself to the compassion. Um, Yeah, that's it. That's kind of what they're giving. All right. I'm going to take this over to the extended Gemini. I want to thank you for being here. If I don't see you there, please don't forget to like and comment and check out my, all my services and take care. Bye, Gemini.